Hi, my name is Leanne Schuler. I'm an artist and a writer, and we're here today to talk about Project Starfish. Oops, I mean the Môrdreigiau Chronicles. So it is the spring update. I have been working on this throughout. I am fairly certain I'm going to make it to January to launch the actual novel itself. But let's take a look and see what I've done. I am at the editing point of Project Starfish. And I have these two books. We finished this one. I started into this one before I finished what I'm calling part one, or possibly book one. I'm hiding the titles because I'm not wedded to them yet. And if you really like the title and then I change it, well, I don't want to upset you. So they're hidden right now. And then this is my tiny little editing kit. I took it for a dry run day before yesterday, because I'm going on a trip soonish and I wanted to make sure I had all my supplies handy and not be caught short. Good thing, because I needed one more pen. So this is my editing pen. It's a Uniball Uni Emot Fine 0.4. That's my editing pen. It stands out just enough from the black text. I'm going to go, oh, there's an edit there. And then this is a fountain pen, cheapy, Pilot Kakuno, I think. I couldn't swear to it. It has bright pink ink in it. And I'm using this to mark where a section ends, because I'm going to serialize this on Substack. And I wanted to leave it to keep you hanging. When you serialize a novel, it's just a little bit different than just like putting chapters out. So I want you to keep hankering for more. So I need to find good spots to stop. So that's what this pen is for. I got these post-it notes. I saw somebody on YouTube using them to mark up a manuscript, and I'm like, I'll get them just in case. Probably not going to use them. I've already used it, as you can see here. So when I have a substantial rewrite, let me take this away. I'll start on a new page. I can go back here. This is the blue ink. I can go back here and put it all in one place, because if I try to edit on top of edits on top of edits, it gets really confusing. So I'm putting them all in the back of the book, and then this orange is color-coded with an orange in here. So that's how I'm using that. I don't know why I have a washi card in here, except it's always handy to have washi just in case. You never know. And post-it notes, I think I'm planning to use this for if I find like an error, like a spelling error, or I've got somebody's name wrong. I can have my consistency here. So I got her mother's name. I changed it, and this is the scene after I first wrote it. So I will have a sticky that says her actual name here, and then it will remind me when I come up to that, oh, I need to change that. And I think I did something similar with one of the male leads' brother. So this is why this is here. And there are also characters in there who were like underscore because I didn't want to stop and think up a name, and they're a minor character. So this is basically going to become like a character list. All right, nice and small on that. And then when I have finished editing everything, then I can start writing in here in my little journal. And there's going to be hidden journaling, so there'll be pages tucked in between the pages. I'm going to share a video as well. That's the plan. The exterior of the page, and I'm going to do a whole bit. There's going to be a whole bit. Don't want to go into much more detail. I haven't finalized it yet. I've got to think about it. I love how this is scratching up, and I have hardly used it. But anyway, but first I've got to finish the edits, because I'm not putting out rough draft stuff. And you all voted for a light edit except for two of you. One of which asked for a heavy edit, I think. And then, no, nobody asked for a heavy edit. Everyone wanted a light edit, or it was perfection. It's not perfection. It was nice of you to say so. But so we're doing a light edit. And that's also going to mean making sure I haven't gone too novelly in my writing of this, because, you know, you get into habits when you write books. Okay, so I just wanted to share this is what I'm taking with me. This is my little, I can edit here anywhere in the house now with just, not that, because that's with these items in my little Jane Davenport case. Ta-da! And here you see the editing kit in action on the train. Not much to hold to share. You can see I'm grabbing my green post-it note and making myself a little note. And then in September, I was sidelined for a little while. I had to keep my leg elevated so I wouldn't get infected. So I collected a little bag of stuff, and you can see my editing kit in there, along with some other goodies, some of which I didn't actually use. Oops. But I was able to finish editing the book and to get it ready to start typing it up for the Substack. Okay, I need to replay for you a moment I just had while editing Project Starfish. And I said, literally, what? What? The hell? Like, I wrote this book. I have crossed out the last 4 pages. That's the last 4 pages of the novel. I'm not quite sure my video cut out there. Anyway, here you see me speed typing, taking the manuscript edits and typing them in for Substack. So yeah, the last 4 pages, I took them out, and for good reason. They may make a reappearance in book 2, but they weren't meant to be for the ending of book 1. And I have found while typing this up that I'm actually doing another round of edits because I think I'm using a different part of my brain, and the sentences are becoming a lot more tighter, and I think it's actually getting better written. I have this journal that I picked up cheap off of Amazon. I don't even know if it's real leather. It might be. It feels leathery. And I'm going to take some shoe polish. This might be a really bad idea. And see if I can colour that with the shoe polish. It may not work. I'm just going to try it anyway. I wonder if I should put gloves on first. Oh, I have wet wipes. Alright, so let's take apart this journal. So, we have a sponge. I'm going to start at one end and just keep on going. Okay. Oh, I might just darken it. I might not change the colour. Let's see. Oh, it made the elastic dark. Oh, and I haven't protected the thing. Hold, please. Theoretically, I should just be able to just like that. Okay, where were we? Well, the black isn't really working, is it? Well, it's darker than it was. So there's that. It's not quite where I want it though. I'm going to let it dry. I'll look into finding paint that will work on leather. That won't look like paint, if you know what I mean. Maybe I'll put black ink on it. We'll see. Well, I think that worked. That's the original colour. Well, that's the colour when I put the polish on it. It looks like it's pretty dry. It is soaked into the leather. So that was the inside. And it is soaked into leather. I got it stuck over here. So I just need to do a little cleaning up of the edge. But I don't really, because it's just a prop. And now I have a black cover. I used the Daily Runner black ink and then a bit of marine blue, but I don't think ultimately that took, as I'm not seeing much in the way of a sheen in it. But that's okay. I don't need it to be blue. This is good enough for government work. Yay, now I can film with this. And more typing up with the manuscript. And what I started to do is listen to K-pop music. Yeah, K-pop again. Pentagon. And I just, rocked out, as you can see, doing some of the moves. Not very well. And just, made it more fun. I also needed to move my body because I found if I just typed, my shoulders and neck were getting all tight, but now I'm dancing and everything is a whole lot looser. Can I just talk about the absolute dread of putting pencil mark on this first page? And you can see it turned out terribly. I had to switch the nib. You see me doing this now. I'm like, oh my goodness, on the first page, I'm ruining everything. This is going to be so terrible. It's not the best handwriting because I was trying to stay in camera shot, and that just made everything really awkward in the way I was writing. But I managed. I wanted to do it with a dip pen because this is a spell. And I'm also using the blue ink that's forming the border there. So there's some mica and some sheen, and I didn't want to damage any of my fountain pens doing that. I'm very glad I am not writing this with a dip pen because it took me forever. This is sped up, and I just made a total mess. So I'm very glad that I chose to use a fountain pen for the bulk of the writing of the hidden journaling. This is actually my second round of tear dyeing. What I have done is I've pulled the insert I was using apart and pulled out some of the central pages. And there's a whole part of the journal, as I've mentioned before, that happens when she's away from her diary. And so she has to put that recounting somewhere else. And that is what I am doing here. It's just tear dyeing them, and then I'll write on them and put them somewhere else. And then these are the pages. I've set them out on the floor to dry. Didn't need those extra bits. And I'm letting them dry here on glassine paper, and the plan was to flip them the next day, but the next day they were completely dry. Yay for summer weather. And so now they're ready to be put together again. Here is the trunk that I purchased yesterday. This is going to be the prop for the Môrdreigiau Chronicles. This is where I'm going to, quote unquote, find the journal. So let's have a closer look. See, some spiders have been pooping on it. This is really thin, whatever this is, and it's come up here. Let's have a close up. This looks like duct tape. Can't be duct tape. Surely not. It's a different texture to this stuff, which feels just as thin. I'm not pulling that up. Rusty corners, and you can see along here, I'm missing one here. All the nail heads are intact. And the locks are super rusty. That one didn't even hold. Here's the other one. Here it is. And the lock here is gone. I'm not quite sure what these are for. All right, let's lift it up. Okie dokie. What to look at? Oh, there is some water damage down here. Did not notice that yesterday. But there is none up on the top. That's my shadow you're seeing. It smells a bit musty. The handles on the end are leather and they have just fallen apart. And on the side here is split in two. Yeah, but this is the material it's made of. It's quite hard. It's just like peeled off there. And then there must have been some sort of tray perhaps, or these are just reinforcing corners. Look, it's a little Santa.
And here's the last little thing of note, an old tattered tag that says Orient, and that's a close-up of the damaged leather handle. Hope you enjoyed this little peek at the trunk.
At time of filming, and I'm filming this in mid-November, I am 1/3 of the way through creating the journal, 2/3 of the way through typing it up into the computer for Substack, and I have like a book trailer and some video footage to go with me finding the journal. So that's all to come. The next update will be summer, by which point the Môrdreigiau Chronicles will have launched. So I invite you to subscribe now. projectstarfish.substack.com. I kept Project Starfish. It's so much more easier to say than Môrdreigiau. Subscribe there. You just need your email because it's like an email newsletter. If you want to do the behind the scenes chat and to comment on each of the posts, you'll need to sign up for a Substack account. They just need your email address and you need to make up a password for that. Easy peasy. And you can use their app or go onto the website. And as usual, please like this video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and if you want your notifications to go nuts, and then click that notification bell as well. If not, just be sure to come back and check the YouTube. I'm trying to get something out every week. We'll see how that goes. But I'm pretty good for the rest of the year, I think, in the way of scheduling things. May you have a sea dragony wonderful day, and look forward to seeing you here next time.